Hey, Jordan from BattleHawk Armory here. I'm here with Phil from Steiner Burris. How you doing, Phil?
Doing great.
I was just hoping that you could run us through some of the new Burris products that have come out for 2025.
Absolutely. So we've got a whole bunch here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with this section right here. This is the new Fullfield line. Fullfield's celebrating its 50th year. So got started in 1975 when Don Burris took his original design for the Redfield widefield scope. When he started his own scope company up there in Greeley, Colorado, he expanded the field of view in the vertical direction, called it the Fullfield. So what we have here is an extremely compact optical system. So this is a 2:8 by 35. As you can see, extremely lightweight, extremely short. It's going to be fantastic for your lightweight guys. You know, maybe you want to put it on like a little lever action or like a 22, something like that. Comes with the standard capped knobs there. As you can see, as we remove that cap, we've got a nice bright red turret under there. So no way you're going to leave that that scope cap on the shooting bench when you're setting.
That's something you're definitely going to notice putting it back in the rifle bag for sure.
Exactly.
And those clicks are very nice.
Yep, nice positive clicks on there. So something that's super cool with the entire Fullfield line, speaking of those clicks, is the whole Fullfield line from our 2.5 to 2:8, 2.5 to 10, 3 to 12s, which we have 42 millimeter and a 56 millimeter, 4 to 16, and then I don't have one here, but we also have a 6 to 24 as well. But with those turrets, you'll actually have the option to attach a zero stop type knob. So we call it zero click stop, and the whole system is called knob synergy. So with knob synergy, the entire Fullfield line will be able to get a little clam pack that has some parts in it, and you can get this nice zero stop capable knob there with either exposed or capped elevation turret.
That's very impressive and something you don't normally see on a more affordable line from manufacturers for sure. Zero stop is usually on the higher end of things, so the fact that you're bringing this in the Fullfield series is fantastic.
Yeah, no, it's going to be pretty awesome for folks to be able to just start off with a very basic scope, and then they go, well, you know, maybe I want to take up NRL Hunter or Ultimate Hunter Competition. I want something I can dial with, or maybe I just want to go out to the range and stretch my legs, play with the Burris Connect app, use my dope card, and find out how far exactly I can shoot at 5 3/4 MOA. So having the option to be able to do that and add target knobs on your own in the comfort of your own home, it's going to be a pretty awesome feature for a lot of folks.
And what would be the price range on most of these?
No, absolutely. So the Fullfield 2 to 8 is going to be our lowest price point. That's going to start in like the 170, 180 kind of price range, and we'll move up the line. Obviously, things are going to get a little more expensive the more magnification you get. But that 6 to 24 is going to retail at like just under $500. So very, very reasonably priced for a lot of magnification, and you've got a whole slew of options here in terms of reticle types, and then of course the knob configurations as well. Being able to add those on for $40 to $60 after the fact is another pretty cool feature.
Right, that's great, and the glass is fantastic.
Oh yeah.
It's very nice, especially for the price point. It is very, very clear. It collects a lot of light. So you guys kind of almost intend for these being such high quality for a entry-level price as kind of a hook to eventually get someone over to something more like this, potentially?
Absolutely. So we've really made a name for ourselves with some of the innovative technologies. Last year saw the Eliminator 6 with integrated rangefinder and ballistic trajectory compensation. The year before that, we had the Veracity PH, which has the peak programmable elevation knob digital dial system. This is the XTR PS, which also has peak programmable elevation knob technology in it. But this is more of a tactical scope with a mill-based reticle, mill-based adjustments. This is going to be an awesome solution for a lot of your competitors out there who, as soon as they saw Veracity PH, they're like, hey guys, when are you making a mill model? So we now have that available. We did add a couple of awesome new features to it as well. First being, in one revolution, we can actually get a whole 19 mils of adjustment. And similarly to how Veracity PH, the digital dial was capable about 1/10 MOA click resolution, right, or lack of click resolution, the digital resolution there. The XTR PS is capable of 1/30th of a mil is going to be how the increments of the adjustments happening in that head-up display. So very, very precise, be able to dial to exactly the distance that you need. For example, I can just dial right on up 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 MOA. I'm at, or 8 mils rather, and I'm at 1067 for the 6.5 Creedmoor that's marked into this guy. So being able to go extra far with that full 19 mils of travel is going to be a fantastic feature for your competitive shooters and long-range target folks.
So with the XTR PS, there's some specifically race-oriented features packed into this thing. Could you tell us a little bit about those?
Absolutely. So one of the most important pieces to us, because a lot of our product development and marketing and sales guys, we're all really big into competitive shooting, a lot of NRL, a lot of PRS, a lot of the hike and shoot field style matches. Time is a really important factor in those. The last thing you want to do is be communicating with your RO, hey, how much time do I have left? Oh, you got 2 seconds. You're done. You didn't get a chance to get your shot off. So what we've incorporated is a match timer in the display. So on the top right of the display, you can set your match time. I've actually got a match coming up this weekend. I'll be setting it for 3 minutes. And as soon as the RO says, all right, ready, set, go, I'll hit the button on the side of the scope and I'll get that match timer counting down within the field of view, so that I'll know exactly how much time I have left, and I'll be able to sit there, take my shot, go, oh, 6 seconds, that's plenty of time for me to get a little bit more comfortable, and I have a couple seconds there to squeeze that last shot off and make the most of the time that I've got available to me.
Right, just to give you that situational awareness of, I can either take my time and take the best shot I possibly can, or I need to get a shot off now, otherwise I won't get a shot at it at all.
Right.
It's better to take that chance than just lose the shot.
Exactly. I'd so much rather take that extra 4 seconds or so and get myself a little more comfortable, get one more breath out, take that nice, slow, easy trigger squeeze, and get an accurate shot off.
Right.
In addition to that, we've also got the ability to adjust our density altitude curve right there on board with the scope. So with Veracity PH, for instance, we've got it all set up. We know where we're going. We're going to be out on a hunt. So I've got all my environmentals pushed into the scope. With XTR PS, those environmentals might change as I go. Maybe I'm hiking up to a higher part of the shooting facility. Maybe as the day drags on, I started out at 8 in the morning. It was about 6,000 feet density altitude, but by the time lunchtime rolls around, it's 2, 3 p.m. Now all of a sudden it's gotten warmer and the density altitude has risen to 8 or 9,000 feet. I can actually change that density altitude curve right there on the scope with just the push of a button. Having that ability is really awesome. Density altitude ranges from negative 5,000 feet all the way to 16,000 feet. So I'm hoping there's not a place on planet Earth that I shouldn't be able to shoot this at.
All right, moving on to our last, a little bit smaller of a package, but equally as cool in my mind.
Absolutely.
The Fastfire E.
Yes, indeed. So Fastfire E is an awesome little multi-role enclosed red dot sight. So the enclosed emitter, obviously really good for anti-fogging, anti-dust. I don't have to worry about water ingress or anything like that. The whole thing is completely sealed. Externally adjustable or externally replaceable battery. So it's a CR2032 there on the side. But I'm sure you notice as you hold it up, especially at arm's length, the signature of this sight is as minimized as it possibly can be. So we wanted to make sure that when you hold this guy up, you're not looking through a big black donut.
Right.
You just kind of see the window there. You can focus more on your target, more on your environment, and have that dot presented for you for your target acquisition right where you need it. Click style windage and elevation adjustments built into it, soft button presses for the brightness adjustment, really low deck height, and it does mount on the acro footprint.
Awesome, that's great. There's not a lot of options for enclosed dots at all right now. So for Burris to be coming out with something that is very solid, and what's the MSRP price range going to be on this?
Map on these is going to be $349, and that's for both the red dot and there's a green dot option as well.
Green dot. I don't think there's a green dot enclosed sight currently, is there?
I'm not 100%.
I don't know
Maybe the Viridian.
Possibly. The Viridian, right. That's what Viridian does. Yeah. Right. But so that's a great option, and you're getting, once again, Burris is giving you all the features of something that would cost you potentially twice or even 3 times as much in a great little package. That's very awesome.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you, Phil.
Absolutely.